we are currently witnessing something of a revolution in the space industry. Veteran space programs, like NASA, are relying ever more on the private sector to reduce the cost of getting stuff into space. This, as well as the potential for being a first mover in this new sector, is attracting a lot of venture capital and some of the most talented minds on Earth. With all that investment and talent floating around, we may be about to see the dawn of a new race to space. But who are some of the key players? Let's find out. First up is SpaceX. Founded in 2002, SpaceX's star has quite literally risen over the last few years. Focused on producing the most advanced reusable rockets and spacecraft around, Elon Musk intends to revolutionize space transportation forever. SpaceX even made history in May 2020 with its realization of the first private mission to the ISS. Musk launched the company with an eye to eventually allowing mankind to become a multi-planet species in the future. Next is Blue Origin. Founded by none other than Jeff Bezos in 2000, the company's motto is Gradatim Ferociter, meaning step by step, fiercely. Unlike other private space companies, Blue Origin is famously very secretive about their work. But from what we can gather, Blue Origin is attempting to create its own reusable spacecraft, like the New Shepard and New Glenn. Unlike SpaceX, Blue Origin is focusing its services on space tourism. Up next is Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic is the newest addition to Richard Branson's impressive portfolio of companies. Founded in 2004, Virgin Galactic is hoping to cash in on the private space tourism industry. It has already taken deposits for future flights and successfully tested its Spaceship Two back in 2018. Now Boeing and Lockheed Martin are names that we all know. They have long been supplying NASA with hardware since the beginning of the original space age. Nowadays, both companies are working on their own new solutions for NASA. But most interestingly, the pair have also joined forces under the United Launch Alliance to build Atlas V rockets to launch private and public craft into space. Upcoming is Sierra Nevada Corporation, which has been developing defense electronics since the early 1960s and is adept at developing small satellites. The company is currently working on its own commercial crewed vehicle to ferry astronauts to places like the ISS very soon. The craft, called Dream Chaser, will be a reusable mini shuttle that will launch from a rocket and land like an airplane. Next up, Northrop Grumman Space Systems. This company, a subsidiary of, Northrop Grumman, has recently acquired various smaller private space companies like Orbital ATK Incorporated. With these assets, the company is rapidly specializing in small and medium-class space and rocket systems. Another is Firefly Aerospace. Founded in 2017, Firefly Aerospace specializes in small and medium-sized launch vehicles for commercial launches to orbit. Based in Austin, Texas, they are strong proponents of New Space, an initiative to increase access to space for everyone. Their light launcher, Firefly Alpha, might make its maiden flight in 2020. Its long-term goal is to put a 1,000-kilogram payload in low Earth orbit and a 600-kilogram payload into a sun-synchronous orbit. Japan-based Interstellar Technologies is a space launch company who have also signed up to the New Space Initiative. In 2017, it became the first Japanese company to attempt a launch of a privately developed space rocket. Although this attempt failed, Interstellar Technologies successfully delivered a 20-kilogram payload into a suborbital trajectory in 2019. Up next is PLD Space, which is one of the first European private ventures into the private space race. Founded in 2011, it is currently working on 2 new space rockets. Also, there is iSpace, which specializes in the development and deployment of small sats. This Chinese private venture is the first in China to reach orbit. And finally, Relativity Space stands out from the crowd as they are developing printable rockets to deliver small sats in orbit. They claim they can turn the raw materials needed into a fully capable rocket in less than 60 days. With the explosion in private enterprises in the private space industry, it seems that space may not be the final frontier for very much longer. What an incredibly exciting time to be alive!